You can't just assume that Jason can kill my son or anybody else. The guy isn't God.
Jason loves Michael like he's one of his own. He feels responsible for anything bad that's ever happened to that kid.
Yeah, well, I know how he feels.
If anything adverse happens to Michael from this whole thing, if he suffers at all, which he will, Jason will go after Dante.
Jason's not going to kill a cop. Johnny, he can't risk that.
It's not going to be that obvious, Olivia. It'll be in the form of a tire block going down a mountain or failed brakes. Or maybe Dante will leave the house one night for a carton of milk and never come back. That's why Jason is the best at what he does.
And you think this is what my son deserves?
I'm furious with Dante for what he did. He finally had another opportunity to nab Sonny, and he turned his own brother in. But at the same time, I do not want to see anything cause you any pain. So for your sake, I hope I'm wrong.
But you don't think you are?
No. I also don't think that there's anything this time that can protect Dante, not even you.
So you believe it would be good for your brother to go to jail and be labeled a killer the rest of his life? You believe that's better than being under my protection?
Your protection hasn't done anything for Michael so far. That's why I turned him in, to get him away from you.
You're using your hatred towards me to justify hurting your brother. I thought you were a better man than that, Dante.
I don't care what you think about me. I'm only concerned about Michael and the fact that he deserves a better life, and I'm going to see to it that he gets it.
You knew Dante was an undercover cop for months. You stood there and you watched him manipulate my kids, and you said nothing. Do you know what it took me to forgive you for that?
What did you expect me to do?
I expect you to call me the second you knew Michael was at your place. Or how about before, Lulu?
Michael is doing this his own way.
Oh my God, you don't know what you're talking about. Michael wants to impress his father. He wants to be in the mob. He thinks if he saves Sonny, he'll somehow prove himself.
Maybe. I don't know. Michael wants to do the right thing.
You're naive. You had your chance to save Michael and you didn't take it. I deserve better, and so does Michael.
I am helping Michael. I wish that you could see I'm not trying to hurt anyone.
But you have. You have. And you know what? Whatever happens to Michael, just know that you picked your boyfriend over top of your family, over top of me, Lulu, who every time you came to me and you want to talk about Johnny, or you want to talk about Dante, or you want to talk about your mother, I was there for you. And the one time I need you, you turn your back. You did that, not me.
I can't believe your arrogance. Did you really think you could frame Sonny for a murder that Michael committed? Did you think no one would notice and that Michael would be quiet and let his father go to prison?
Well, that's why I told you not to go after Michael. If you would have listened to me, then we wouldn't be in this situation.
No, I don't have to listen to you. I don't take orders from you. You gave me a case that was false. So don't blame me because it blew up in your face.
And then you sent Dante to go find Michael, which again,
Jax,
if you wouldn't have done that, we wouldn't be in this situation.
You could have told me the truth at any time. But because you chose not to, I am partially responsible for a brain-damaged kid being arrested for murder? I am sick about this. Do you think I wanted this? This whole situation is so wrong, and it could have been avoided if you were honest.
You want me to be honest? Michael isn't the criminal here. Sonny is. And if he walks, everybody loses. So you better find a way to turn this around because people's lives depend on it. Not to mention that career that you're so fond of.
Mike, has anyone read you your Miranda rights? You have the right to remain silent, etc., etc.
Get him booked.
Mac, my client has the right to counsel.
He certainly does, but we have the right to book him first.
You are denying him due process.
He will be available to you after he's processed. It may take a while.
Oh, well, I can just imagine how that's going to sound to an appellate court when I explain that you have been railroading a cerebrally damaged 18-year-old.
Diane, I'm okay.
Not one word.
Nobody gets railroaded on my watch, Diane. We're doing this by the book. Has he been arrested?
No.
So he hasn't been Mirandized?
Not yet.
That's a clear violation of his civil rights, and I...
Michael Corinthos III, you're under arrest for the murder of Claudia Zakara Corinthos. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you. Do you understand these rights as I've explained them?
Yes.
Excellent. Now I can speak with my client.
Get them processed.
Where's Michael?
He's being processed. Mac wouldn't let me anywhere near him.
Okay, then get a court order. Call it. Just make something happen. And Michael confesses to murder. He's gonna go to prison.